Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rise. I'm back here at Moss Family Chevrolet, and we're gonna try to answer a question, or at least help you answer the question for yourself. Should you, if you're looking for a muscle car convertible, should you go with the 2019 Chevrolet Camaro SS? Let's talk a little bit about Camaro history. Remember, first year Camaro, 1967, it was Chevrolet's answer to the Ford Mustang. That really spawned off this whole pony car war between Chevrolet, Pontiac, Ford. Dodge got into it for a little while. Now really, if you want that retro muscle car styling, that big old V8 up front, you got three flavors you could go. Actually, technically two if you want a convertible. Ford Mustang convertible or the Chevrolet Camaro convertible. Now, there are some dealerships, believe it or not, that are doing some Dodge Charger and Challenger convertibles, believe it or not, but those are special order and come with a special price tag. But we're gonna go ahead, focus on this muscle car, this 2019 Camaro SS. Now remember, SS stands for Super Sport. Right off the bat, the one thing you'll probably notice is that this design was tweaked for 2019. This is a 2019 only specific front end. A lot of people were up in arms and upset about it. I think the biggest problem is this large center area gloss black. I'm still zonking this. This does not look good. The center Chevrolet flow tie, remember that first appeared on the 2014 Z28. They put it smack dab in the center. Now, I get the concept, I get the idea. I just think that you and I could probably both agree that if this was the same color as the rest of the car, that beautiful dark red, take the flow tie, put it here, I think you'd have a lot more attractive front end. But you have your SS logo. They went a little bit smaller on the LED lights, and then you could also see the massive areas for those side air curtains on both corners. Now this is gloss black all throughout. It'll be interesting to see how this wears, but remember, this will be a 1 year only, 2019. They're redesigning it for 2020. Going up onto the hood, new change for 2019 compared to the 2018 is the heat extractor. You know what? If it was a little larger, I'd give it a big thumbs up. I just don't like the way it's too narrow. I wish it kind of came back just a little bit further on the hood, but the great news is that is a functional piece. Now, as we come around the corner, I really like on this particular Camaro SS, you have your standard wheel, but I love that it's gloss black and that nice red trim around the outside. You can see the massive 4-piston Brembo caliper behind there, really nice touch, and also just really sets the car off perfectly. That's a 20-inch wheel. Now, as we go down the side, you can see the Camaro badging that they have here with the red, white, and blue. That is a direct connection to the actual Camaros from the past. Now, you look at this top being down is definitely going to solve any blind spot issues. A lot of people that have the Camaro Coupe, a lot of people that want to get a Camaro Coupe, they argue about blind spots. Putting the top down, there aren't any blind spots, and it really gives it a nice, classic, fun look to it. Now, as we get to the rear, I really think where Chevrolet is a big winner over Ford is this tonneau cover. I like the way it covers the whole top, nice and clean, really just makes it cohesive, finished product. Compared to the Mustang, you got to take this piece out and you got to snap it in. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt. That's all does it by the press of a button. You have your very simple pedestal rear spoiler. Look where they put your backup camera. They actually have it mounted in the spoiler here, which is nice because it's going to give you a better clear view rather than it being down low on the bottom. Updated for 2019 taillights. For some reason on SS's they're clear. I don't like them. I think it'd be better if they're red. Get rid of the horizontal line, really clean up the look of it. Other than that, you got a simple diffuser. You got that exhaust that you can make louder or quieter, that active exhaust depending on how you're feeling on that particular day. Your black Chevy bow tie sign, and really just a very, very unique tail to the 2019. But let's go ahead, pop the hood and see what's powering this Chevrolet Camaro convertible. All right, guys, we got the hood popped on this Camaro SS convertible. Underneath the hood is that 6.2 liter push rod V8, 455 horsepower, 450 pound-feet of torque, all mated to a slick shifting 10-speed automatic, Don't get too upset. You can get this in a manual. I think really where the Camaro comes out on top in front of the Mustang is definitely going to be performance. 0 to 60 in about 4 seconds, quarter mile, 12.4 at 115 miles an hour. MPGs, 16 in the city, 27 on the highway. This car weighs a little bit under 4,000 pounds. What I like to see is you got the hood struts. I think that is definitely a big plus over the Mustang because the Mustang still uses the prop rod. There's our functional heat extractor, which is a very nice touch that it is functional. And you can see the massive strut tower brace that they put on this thing to stiffen up the front end of the car. My biggest gripe in my Zonk is this cover here. I like the way it says Camaro. I just wish it would show the intake plenum. There's an intake plenum under there, which I'm sure could be very, very sexy to look at rather than just this plastic cover. But let's get to the really sexy part. Let's fire up this Camaro SS and see what it sounds like. All right, guys, top down fun. We're inside the Camaro SS. I know a lot of you are probably saying, Joe, I'm liking this Camaro. I want to park it in my driveway. It's a 2019. I could get rid of my blind spots in a Camaro because it's got the top down. How much? MSRP is around $54,000. The way that this one is optioned, it's got some nice options. Let's check it out. To the door panels, I really like this tannish brown color that they brought with the interior. Really brightens up the door panel. You can see that there's a slot in that silver on the door panel. That's actually an LED light that lights up and you can see a lot clearer at night. I like how soft the material is. At the top of the door panel, you got some of that tan contrast stitching, really brings it up high scale. Now, you still got hard plastic up top, but you have the simulated leather here with the stitching, nice size infotainment. The issue with this though, is there's a lot of glare. You can see how they tried to angle it towards you to cut down on the glare, but with the top down, especially the sun behind you, it really washes this out. But the great news is that it's pretty quick on the response, real easy to navigate through. You could zoom out real easily, all that kind of stuff. You could get home. Like the swipe feature, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all in the car for you. You have dual climate controls, which you got all your switch gear here, or you could use the knobs, which is really nice. You see how I adjust that and adjust the temperature for both passenger and driver? Very nice. This is going to be controlling that 10-speed automatic, new for 2019. Like the contrast stitching, the black. You got a mode selector button to go through the different modes, electric e-brake, some chrome. Hard plastic though, I don't like the hard plastic here. 12 volt, but I'm gonna zonk the placement of this. If you gotta run a radar detector, if you're going to, that's a long way to run that cord and just gonna be flopping in the wind. So I am zonking that. I'm zonking this hard plastic. I do like the contrast stitching on the armrest, even though it is hard as a rock. You open it up, you got 2 USB and a place for a phone. Seats are the best though. Love the style. You got the SS badge there. They're heated and ventilated, fully power assist. Gonna make it perfectly comfortable for you. And I just think that it really brightens up the interior here. I'm gonna have Tom kind of back up, have him close the door. We're gonna put the top up for you just to show how fast and seamless that is. So you're just gonna press the button, it's real simple. That tonneau cover goes up, and here comes the top. Comes down, keep holding your finger on the button until you hear the chime. So you heard that beep, now the top is up. You can see now we're Camaro coupe style with a very low roof to door ratio there. Not a lot of room, but boy, when you put the top down, it's magic. Coming over to the business end, I'm gonna get this top down so I can show you what's going on over here. All right guys, come on in. You can see, like I said, that full power assist seat. I'm 6 feet tall, comfortable as can be. The windshield, if you've never been in a Camaro, I don't care if it's a convertible or a coupe, windshield is very close to your face, even more so than in a Corvette. But you know what? The steering wheel more than makes up for it. I like the size, I like the thickness. I wish they would have gave me a little bit different material around the SS, so I'm gonna zonk that, but I do like the SS logo. You got your paddles to go up and down. That's a spider right there. I just killed a spider. Sorry, if I should have let him go free, but I didn't want to get bit. But you got your paddles to go through the 10-speed. You got an analog tach, analog speedometer, and then you got that beautiful digital display in the center. Check this out. You could actually go and scroll through tons of information. Very nice, very crisp, very clean, great setup when it comes to that. Now, another thing is, if you notice, you got your frameless mirror. I don't know if Tom could show this off. This has that new technology. It's optional, but you have mirror, now you got camera. So that camera out that rear spoiler, that's what we're seeing there. They should put that standard in all Camaros, because that would help definitely with the major blind spots out back. We're gonna go ahead, check out the back seats. Now, they are a little cramped. I do have the seats all the way back, but you know what? If you had 2 more people that wanted to ride with you and your passenger, you can make it work. It's just gonna be a little cramped for them. You're probably gonna have to move the seat up, but at least you have the 2 seats back there in case you meet 2 people and wanna bring them with you. So let's go ahead and take this for a spin. All right, guys, I know we were about to go on the ride, but one thing I felt was very important to the Rady's Rides viewers is really showcasing the trunk on these Camaros, especially the convertible. So you have a nice push button there, you open up, you can see with the top down, space is very, very limited. Now, you could pull that back and slide some items underneath there, but that's what you're dealing with the top down. What if you put the top up, you do have a little bit more room, but to be honest with you, all Camaros have one of the smallest openings to a trunk I've ever seen on a car this size. Mustang beats them hand down, Challenger definitely beats them hand down, but why don't we now I feel ready, let's go ahead and take this Camaro SS convertible for a spin. All right, guys, we're inside the 2019 Camaro SS, obviously convertible, got the top down. You know, I got to spend about a week with a Camaro SS convertible when Lori and I were on a trip in California. We enjoyed it, thought it was the perfect car to have for over in California. It's very surprising just how well the chassis are in these convertibles. There used to be a time where they would flex, they would rattle like nuts. This thing feels really solid, almost as solid as a coupe. Really think the seating position's great. When you take the top down, you forget about every single blind spot and really that claustrophobic feeling sitting in a Camaro. The wonderful thing though is when you get in the loud pedal, you can really hear that V8. The pops, the crackles, it's got such a nice sound to it. And I really think that even though with the shorter windshield, there's not a ton of turbulence coming into the driver passenger area up here, which is really nice. You're getting the wind feeling and it feels good, but you're not getting that crazy turbulence whatsoever. I'm gonna go ahead and put the side windows up just to kind of quiet things up just a little bit so that you can hear me a little bit better. But you got heads up display on this one. This one's got some really nice options on it that did bring up the price, but really helps the overall driving experience. Really handles well. That whole left to right transition, very, very smooth. Really think that they did the homework. Forget about what it looks like on the outside. Driving wise, it's a blast, especially with the 10-speed, and you can get the 6-speed automatic, 6-speed manual. On the brakes, feels great. Nice transition, left to right, very smooth. Great feedback from the front windshield, and I'm telling you, from the front wheel, and I'm telling you right now, if you want that muscle car experience, there's not a lot of other cars that are brand new that can give you that. All right, guys, rolling out from this light, on throttle, using the paddles, very quick shifts. The paddles they're plastic. I wish they were made out of some other material, but they're in a pretty good placement, to be honest with you. They are attached to the steering wheel, so depending if you are going to do a track day with this or even your favorite curvy road, it might get a little cumbersome depending on where you have the wheel rotated. But the feedback from the front end to the back feels really, really balanced, even though this is a front engine V8 car. Let me go ahead and get back on the brakes. Brakes feel great. Love the pedal feel, downshift. Tells you what gear you're in. All right, guys, making a U-turn here, on throttle. Really love those pops. Every gear, I'm telling you, Mustang, what's going on? Because every gear in this SS with that pushrod V8, every time it shifts, you get a wonderful pop coming from the exhaust, the crackle, the sounds that you want to hear as a car enthusiast, the driving experience that you want to have. Like I said, you pretty much got two choices. It's really up to you which way you want to go, but I'm telling you, it's a tough choice to make because the performance in the Camaro is oh so good, and the sounds coming from the back are just amazing. But we're gonna go ahead, hopefully this gave you a little bit of taste of what this Camaro SS convertible is all about. We're gonna get back to Moss Family Chevrolet and wrap this up. I'll see you in a split second. All right guys, it's been a wonderful time here at Moss Family Chevrolet. I definitely gotta thank Ricky, Albert, and everybody here. So accommodating. Should you jump on a convertible Camaro, remember they're killing it off for 2023. If you want that muscle car and you want to have the top-down fun, this may be the car for you. But that's a question that only you can answer by getting behind the wheel of one of these. If these are the types of things, though, that you like to see on Rady's Rise, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Rady's Rise family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description. Get yourself some Rady's Rise merch. Got to give it up to Big Guns McGee, Tom Moschner. He's actually thinking about a convertible now. Tom once never wanted a convertible. Now he wants to let that hair fly in the air with his muscles out, waving to everybody and just enjoying the ride. So thank you, Tom, for all your hard work. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.